Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more of the long journey home. And before we get started, I do have some resource management that I'd like to do. The EM drive refueling, I think, tops the list. Question is, which of these resources do I want to get rid of? I may want to take a look at the planetary map and see what kind of resources there are. There is nothing that's exotic matter, so let me go ahead. Ooh, we do have a number of things going on here. Before we encounter that, let me go ahead and use what resources we have. I think if I use these two and this, it will actually eat up, that's more exotic material than we actually need. So I'm going to use both of these, and I think I'm going to save this until we do our next jump. But we do have something creeping up behind us. Let's go ahead and have it encounter us because it looked like it was on an intercept course. We are going towards a planet, so not going to need to alter things too much. Okay, definitely a ship, not a probe or anything. Let's answer the call. Okay. They are the Gloop, and this is Mendark. They don't have weapons on or their shields on. What is this? Strange aliens? How ugly! You come from the prohibited sector. Alright, so that's a question. Do I come from the prohibited sector? I'm assuming saying yes would be bad because the prohibited sector is prohibited. So, you come from the prohibited sector. Let's say no. You do. You do not know of the graveyard? No ships venture into that system. Warp space, very dangerous. Maybe you are just less evolved than you look. No matter. On behalf of the Glukata Trade Alliance, let me make an offer. A loan. Very good terms of interest, yes. So he's going to offer me a loan, oh, underline, of 600 credits. I don't want to be in debt in a new star system, especially as I know nothing about these guys. They have a very strange way of talking. I don't know what these parentheses is denoting with the way they're talking. Now, again, we're getting a translator here, so translators behave, odd in this game in that you kind of have to do some interpretation. It's one of the elements I like about this game. I'm going to decline. You turn us down? Very well. We will make a customer of you yet. Visit our star bases. Enjoy our deals. Welcome to our galaxy. Okay. So we did get a galaxy map updated. So these guys seem to be businessmen. Let me take a look at that before we go anywhere. So, under the galaxy map, they're in a different star system, and that star system is giving us an idea of a gate location and a starport, which usually the gate location is a starport, so. Okay. Ah, no, we have two different places. So we've got a starport here, and the gate is here. Ooh, and there's another item here. That is a symbol I'm not familiar with. This usually means a station. And then we have another station there, and then, oh, you know what? That might just be the gate symbol. So there's a station and a gate. So the merchant restock repairs shop. Merchant shop shipyard. Okay. While we're on the map, let's see where we want to jump in our next. Well, there's a station here, so that makes me think that's a good idea. I mean, that loan is tempting. This system looks really good just from the standpoint of a lot of planets, but I have to keep the planet size in mind. They may be too big for us. Kind of hard to say. But this, we have a planet and a station. Now, we don't have any currency. I didn't take that loan, unfortunately. But I may be another race. It's hard to say. Okay, well, in any case, let's take a look at what we've got in this system. Before we plan too far ahead. Yeah, we do need to alter trajectory slightly. And I'm probably going to need to slow down here. So I see the gravity well. We need to slow way down. Go that way a little bit. I'm going to try and lock us in. Okay. One thing I've tried to do that I realized I can do is I can counter thrust as I'm locking in the autopilot, and I think that has made my orbits a lot more successful if I'm going too fast. All right, so there is a low risk, and the big risk here is convection strong. So again, I'm not positive what convection means, but that could be wind, and wind is one of the things that makes everything very dangerous. There is some lightning. That is the main hazard I see, but let's see if I'm correct. Is convection wind? Because that's something I very much would like to know. We do have thin atmosphere, average gravity, and temperature is temperate. There is ruins, which may mean taking our archaeologist would be a good idea. Where we stand on metals? I think all we have is that aluminum, isn't it? No, we do have aluminum. We have, yeah, aluminum, platinum, and copper. So we are actually not doing too bad as far as that's concerned. We're really needing more fuel. This would be more copper. So what I could do is eat some of the copper we have, and then we would be able to fill out the rest with whatever copper we mine. Well, you know what? Because there's ruins, I think I'm just going to go ahead, and if I haven't already kept her, yeah, as our lander pilot, I think we have our archaeologist go down because of the ruins. Now, this is a possible danger if there's a lot of winds involved, but let's go ahead and try. If it looks bad, I'll just go right out of orbit. Like if the winds are just pulling me really hard in one direction or another, it won't stop me from going up or down. Oh, pilot ejector. I found a perfect planet for an archaeologist, so I just got a achievement there. Okay, so far that whatever just happened there knocked me straight out of the ground, straight to the ground. So we're gonna probably take more damage here as I try and right, but there we go. I don't think we took any injuries. What is this place? It looks like there's a giant tree of light, and at the base of it, some kind of door. Light blue and red wisps float around it, calling me forwards. They're whispering something. Malaya. Or Mela, I guess. I know what it means, and then a moment later, it's gone. Mela. Mela. The voice, it's calling me. Let's explore. Through the door, darkness. It's swallowing the light from my torch. My feet are crunching on snow. I'm in a tower of black ice. Giant spires form archways above my head. Blue wisps are frozen in some, red in others. The ice melts as I approach. I can hear a call for help, for freedom. But which do I help? So we've got red and blue. Now this is just a 50-50 coin toss here. Let's go with blue. Putting my hand to the ice, it's warm. It gives way to my hand and melts down my arm. The wisps surround me, glinting in the dark. They're leading me somewhere. It's a chest, like an old pirate's treasure. Opening it, it's full of gold coins. Okay, so 101 credits. We'll take it. Taking the money, they're definitely Spanish doubloons. They vanish in my hand, but somehow I know they still count for something. Strange. Does their credit balance look any different? It's too weird for me. Heading back to the lander. Interesting. So there is wind here, but it doesn't appear that it's actually moving me very much. So, not sure what to think of that. That lightning, I don't know if it messed up my ship controls or something, but it like knocked me straight down. And I had no control. Well, let's go to the copper. We might be able to repair it. Yeah, I think the lightning, it fries my controls or something. Okay, there is wind. I just wait until it dies down. Oh, it's still going. See if we can... Alright, we should be able to drill here. So I have a feeling we're going to be converting this immediately into repairs. Alright, let's go. Might hit the side here. No, alright, we're good. Well, that's all there is down here, so... I think that was a mission success, in my opinion. We got ourselves some credits. And I'm curious what would have happened if we would have chosen red, but... For now... A billion times the technology it took to land on the moon, and still nothing works. Okay, well, before we get too much further... Let's take a look. Now, the pilot ejector is damaged. So it's only 50% efficient now. Let's take a look at these resources. So, first thing I want to do is get into this copper. We're going to start repairing the lander, because we took a fair amount of damage in that mission. It looks like we'll be mostly able to fully repair it. We didn't really repair the hull any, but that's okay. We can do that another time when we actually have damage worth repairing. At this point, I think even the copper would be a waste on how much hull damage we've taken. So I think that was a pretty successful mission, mostly for the credits. All of the resources we got were mostly a wash, but it was really recovering the damage that we took trying to land in the first place. All right, let's take a look at our map. That's pretty much going to be it. I don't think we can do anything with this gas giant, more than likely. So let's just get away and jump. So I do not want to encounter the gas giant if I can. We'll just go ahead and start powering up for the jump. Okay, well that system didn't have a lot in it, but what we did find proved fruitful. Now, as far as where we go next, I think it's pretty obvious. Well, honestly, there's a lot going on here as how many planets there are. But I think now, especially that we have currency, I think we go to the system here that has the space station. Now, the downside is there's only one planet that we may be able to do anything with just because of the size limitations. Let's try and plan a little bit more for the future here. So, a planet of this size could or could not have gravity that's challenging for us. So, if we take a look here, I mean, that planet is roughly about the same size as far as that goes. So, it's something that's possible, but there's always a possibility that is beyond what we can really handle safely. And, I mean, we do have meteorites that we could always do something with, I'm assuming. I kind of like the little planetoids when at all possible. We more than likely want to come over here just because of the station. Okay. We've got a couple other items here that are worth taking a look at, perhaps. But I think for now, we go to this system, even though this system is very tempting. Come over here. We see what's going on. There might be a possibility to get fuel, although I doubt it. I have a feeling that the gas giant's the main source of that gas. But let's go ahead, check out the space station. Now we're going to be jumping out at Red Star, so for now, I'm not going to fight the slingshot. I'm just going to try and bring the trajectory out a little bit. We do have a ship, 2 ships. We should research anything we're not sure about. It'll be worth more if we decide to sell it. Well, That's one thing I really... don't think we have the resources to do, unfortunately. Just a fancy battery, throw it out on the pile with the rest of our junk. Then here they just say we can eat it, so... can't do anything with the crystal skull, so... yeah. I don't know if we're going to slingshot here or not around the star, but we'll try. See if it gives us some kind of orbit. Because I don't want to burn too much fuel trying to go in an opposite direction to what we were already going in. I mean, this is something I'm going to try for more and more, is preservation of fuel in an attempt to do these more slingshot maneuvers. Now, I know there's a possibility our speed will get arrested here, and we'll end up getting sucked into a star like this, but right now we're far enough away from its gravity well, I think we might be okay. Although we are starting to get close. Hold together, little ship. We'll have you patched up as soon as we can. Right now, I think we're doing fairly well. As far as... might need a little bit course correction so we don't get sucked right into this star. Yeah, we're bending towards it. See if we'll shoot past or not. I mean, we're getting close. It looks like we're gonna round the bend here. I wish you could use the right stick to look around a little bit. All right, let's start trying to bend her to where we want to go, which is the station. Because we're going away from the star, it should slow us down a bit, but one good thing is... yeah, I know, status report. Thank you. We don't really need to slow down to encounter the space station as long as we encounter it, so... just bend her on over. There's a lot of fuel, but there we go. It's hard to say if that planet's too big for us or not. We'll have to see. Okay. Probably should hail. Okay, this is a new race. I've never encountered them before. So, Deep Space Hardware Emporium. They are the Americal... who knows how you pronounce that? Docking permission granted. Do not leave your ship. Do not communicate with other customers. Thy transcom will suffice. Alright. Possibly xenophobic. Looks like we're gonna have to go around the other side. I personally feel like the maneuverability of the ship hasn't really hampered me too much. I mean, yeah, it's clearly not as maneuverable or fast as the Ulysses, but I don't think it's a huge departure. Now, I think the Discovery might be a big difference, perhaps. But I like the cargo capacity and the fuel capacity. It seems so much better in a survival situation. Deep Space Hardware Emporium, greetings, welcome onto our humble shop. A clarification, it is not quite as humble as one might have conveyed. Okay, well, let's see what their services are. So they've got a merchant, they've got a shop, and they've got a shipyard. Let's first ask them about themselves. Oh, the trails of being a mere prince of the universe. Oh, the trials, I apologize. The trials of being a mere prince of the universe. To have to work like some miserable pauper in order to pay mine way. Well, once I am a king of mine own planet, all of this will be naught but an inconvenient memory. So they speak in kind of an odd fashion, but again, that's the translator doing its thing. Let's go ahead and do our services before they kick us out for talking to them too much. Let us go to the... I don't plan on selling anything, I don't think, unless we're selling like copper or something, and I don't think we're gonna get a lot for that. So let's take a look at the shipyard. So plasma harpoon. Okay, the professional choice, slow reloading, but hard hitting, even through shields. Okay. So this would be an alternate weapon. I don't know if it has an alternate weapons arc or anything, or if it's a broadside. That's the first time I've actually seen an alternate weapon. Okay. Life support enhancement. Enhanced systems to keep life support running longer when out of fuel. Okay. Impulse drivers. Provides better turn accelerator. Well, that sounds pretty damn good. Especially as our craft has a disadvantage as far as that's concerned. So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and buy that. I think it's the ship anyway. Let's buy it. Now, as far as these guys go, we could show them the plant. Maybe they'd give us some information about it. It's hardly of interest to us. Okay, well, good that we showed it to them. I'm not going to show them the keystone. We don't know what that's going to do. All right, let's ask them for work. Okay, here we go. Very well. We hardworking, generous kings and princes who volunteer our time at these little installations do get so bored of the simple foods on offer. Take this DNA scanner to nearby worlds. See if you can find natives of the current flavor. Huh. Okay. Well, we have work. That's good. Let's ask them about their home. Miserable place, our homeworld. No animal obeyed our commands. All the mud. The mud. Then the alien didst land and was taken by our charisma. As the galaxy bowed down to obey our will, we knew our birthright. Kings of the galaxy, rulers of the universe. All praise the Americal. Okay, and the alien didst land and was taken by our charisma. So, an alien arrived. Enslave them, perhaps? I feel like they're not telling us the full truth there. You could talk to them about the ruins, but they seem like they didn't care. Well, no, let's talk about that. Hast thou so little of import to discuss that thou wouldst bore us with these trivialities? Okay, so they don't really care. We could talk to them about themselves. Alas, thy audience is over. Farewell, garrulous ones. Alright, whatever. So they sent us packing. We got some information there, and the big thing is... Well, first, let's go in here. We should have a mission. Well, never mind. I guess we have a mission, just not on our database. So... Clones a chunk of meat from animals. Maybe with a bigger one, we could bring back the dinosaurs. Huh. Okay, if I prick myself, who wants a Malcolm burger? Ooh. Almost impressive, this technology. This is far too much technology to be wasted on food. Alright, well. Interesting. Okay, well. I don't think we have really anything I want to do here outside of using what resources we have. So I'm going to burn through our silicates. That should fill us up. And then I think we take a look at this planet and see if we can do anything with it. I suspect the answer to that is no, but we'll try. I may have to immediately alter my course, so I'm on my toes. We're not going too fast. You know, this gas giant might even be small enough to do something with. Let's slow ourselves down a little bit. Oh. Ah, should have encountered that. I missed the... Okay, temperature is very high, low risk though. I have a feeling that's a lie. Because a temperature inferno, it would hurt my crew, perhaps. I think we pass on this one, but I do want to take a look at that gas giant, see if it's small enough for us to do anything with. Out of curiosity, what symbol do we have for these aliens? Okay, so that ship that passed us by was a Gloop, which is the merchant guys. All right, I am going to go to the gas giant here. If it's too big, it's too big. It's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and leave orbit. The gravity well of the gas giant should probably grab me fairly soon. Again, it is not that big though, so may have an opportunity to encounter this alien while we're doing this. Although I don't know. I wonder if all of them offer you loans every time you encounter one. Okay, let's try and bend ourselves around here a little bit. It looks like we're getting sucked right into the gas giant, not something that I want to have happen. And this is where I wish I could view a little bit what's going on ahead of me so I could plan a little bit my trajectory. Looks like that might do it. I just need to slow myself down. Looks like we'll lock in. Okay. So gravity is extreme. Yeah, okay. I suspected we wouldn't be able to do anything naturally with that. Okay, well, that's fine. I do want to take a look. I don't know if we installed... Did we install that system? We did, and that was the only slot we had, so this is what we have. We could destroy it, get rid of it. But 200% turn acceleration, that seems pretty awesome for our ship. All right, well, I'm pretty happy with our look at this system. We didn't get much in the way of resources, but we did make contacts. We upgraded our ship devices. I would have liked to have gotten another weapon, but we just don't have the currency for it. As far as our next jump, let's go ahead and take a look at the galaxy map and do a little bit of planning, and then go from there. So we don't have that great of a jump range. I do need to start thinking about getting some exotic matter. So I could double back and go that way. There's a lot of exotic materials indicated. Now, these planets might all be too big, which is the main fear that I have. Alternatively, we could go here, but then that's 3 planets that could all be too big, and only one of them possibly having exotic materials. I think we are going to double back here. Now, I mean, in theory, by doubling back, we are burning through exotic materials that we may need, and then we're going to end up probably going here anyway. If I jump here, I do have a couple other choices, though. I could jump over here. Here, we are really limited on choices. So, more than likely, I'm going to jump here, and then we're going to end up over here anyway. So, we're going to go to both places, it looks like. So, in any case, we'll pick that up, I think, in the next video. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.